One more day until the new year. Only one day to go before the clocks reset to zero and the bells start to toll. We'll be spending the night at the Royal Ball, counting down from 10 to 1. So let's live it up and celebrate, because the year has just begun. I'm getting ready for the new year by dressing in my best. It's a tradition that we've always had, just like those on the past. We'll be spending the night at the Royal Ball, counting down from 10 to 1. So let's live it up and celebrate, because the year has just begun. I'm getting ready for the new year by dressing in my best. It's a tradition that we've always had, just like those of the past. We'll be spending the night at the Royal Ball, counting down from 10 to 1. So let's live it up and celebrate, because the year has just begun. We'll be dancing with joy under chandeliers of gold in our kingdom's palace, the best one of them all. We'll be spending the night at the Royal Ball, counting down from 10 to 1. So let's live it up and celebrate, because the year has just begun.
And now, Chapter 9, 12 weeks until the new year at the Royal Ball. Hello everybody, Jen Good, and welcome to 24 hours until a new year at the Royal Ball. So it has been a month since we did this, because Melanie have already did a Royal Ball celebration, or was it invited? So we invited 10 VIP tickets to the JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 Royal Ball celebration. Let's continue to discuss about. Let's continue to make a plan about JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 Royal Ball celebration for JGN's 10th anniversary special. So right after that, this is a January 4th. It will be Royal Ball celebration. Will be an encore presentation of JGN's New Year's Eve 2027 and JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. Will be like Mickey and Minnie are dancing at Disneyland. I'm just in a quick reminder, everybody at home. We're unable to see it like that before, but right now it has to be working on this, because but we're working on a new New Year's Eve ball will be pop up. It will be coming up in a few months to come. It will be in 2 months, but apparently not. Well, apparently not. Well, that's not going to happen, but we'll see about that. So without any further complaints, what happened on our last series? On our last series, let's do a recap for the final time. JGN's New Year's Eve 2024. I can't stop farting when I'm taking the poop all the time. Okay. JGN's New Year's Eve 2025 is recently posted in the December 31st, 2025, and this has to be one of the greatest historic events. I like to call it the silver anniversary of the new millennium. Basically, Jonathan Bennett and Jeremy Hassel are wearing a silver anniversary tuxedo for this, and not Jeremy Hassel, and I'm wearing a glittery tuxedo with a black polo shirt in it. But unfortunately, the with a black tie in it. But due to his viewers are crashing, and they're because they don't have Disney 100. They did say Disney 100 outfits is wearing the same outfits from last year's New Year's Eve. But this is just 2024, and it is because because the viewers are dying, and because the Royal Ball celebration will be coming up and around the corner. So in the last year, the Royal Ball celebration. So last year, it became one of the lowest rated New Year's Eve celebration, and I made a big decision. We made a big decision about Royal Swift Girls has been ineligible to win a prize from last year's New Year's Eve. So Swift Girls has been returned, and they apologized to me and to them and all of the fans at JGN. There are no longer villains for JGN because she's not returning and returning to New Year's Eve because she lied, but she might return for the big apology for our special apology segment for this. And for those who don't know why, we have to make it so unfortunate. So on this year's New Year's Eve is going to be big and more interactive than ever before. So without any further complaints, what's going on with the Times Square ball? But unfortunately, we can't accept the offer if we're going to do it in JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 here in the simulcast on Times Square 2026. We gotta make a Toon Square USA for our simulcast. We are going to make animated 2D animation for JGN's Times Square 2026. We'll do a cartoony look at Times Square. But this is just for this is going to be for the Earth Cam. For this, but unfortunately, the Times Square New Year's Eve will in 2026 was going to be a bit different. But I'm just a little concerned about it because I'm just wanted to tell you because last year's New Year's Eve 2025 is supposed to be like wearing a silver outfits, like dancing outfits or the ballroom dancing clothes, but not anymore because this is like a birthday outfits for the Mickey and Minnie's 90th birthday is extremely used, but the counting down to the new year at Disney World is failed, and I made a decision. Swift Girls will be no longer eligible to win a prize. But she apologized to all of them. But she will go on for a apology reunion special for the JGN. But I don't know we're gonna do a JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 where we're coming up in this year. And if they love this event, we're gonna get ready for the next year's New Year's Eve. Will take place at Pokemon themed New Year's Eve celebration. Will be coming up on next year's New Year's Eve 2027 at Kanto Region. Kanto Region will be at the Kanto Studios here in Tokyo, Japan, and home of a Pikachu's and Ash Ketchum's house here at Pallet Town. Maybe Ash Ketchum will be a co-host. I think Ash Ketchum will be our co-host for next year's New Year's Eve 2027, or Pikachu will be a brand new host of our program. So right now, So next year, I need to wear Ash Ketchum outfit for making a tribute to Ash Ketchum from a Pokemon anime for our 30th anniversary. This is going to be a lot of hope for all of our fans, and also maybe Disneyland in California will be back for our next year's New Year's Eve 2027 also, and even JGN's New Year's Eve 2027 will be at Kalos or Kanto region in Japan. Coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, will be in the biggest studio and big screens in there. Will be on simulcast here in Japan. Will be coming to you from Japan Television Network here on TV Tokyo. We're gonna do like a Japanese dub. We'll be doing like this, like konnichiwa, stuff like that. Honestly, I still don't have any idea about how to get ready for JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. We're going to be coming up in a few months. Of course, this has to be a really bad format from all of us. So next year's New Year's Eve we're going to be like JGN's 5-night special. Will be like countdown to the new year. Will be renamed the series, or rebranding the series itself, which is Countdown to the New Year series. It will be the big rebranding this series itself. This is a rename of our series. This is good. This is not going to be 24 hours into a new year anymore. We'll renamed it to Countdown to the New Year. Then will be in the next series, and the next will be the rename of this series. So we did it in memoriam for this. JGN's New Year's Eve 2027 will be, and we're going to join with Pikachu and Ash Ketchum will be here for our tribute segment. For JGN's New Year's Eve 2027 will take place at the Kalos region, Kanto region, Sinnoh region, Hoenn region, and all of across and Alola region. Here and all of it will be a fictional world of Pokemon called the Pokemon World. Will be fictional studios, a fictional place, but that is owned by Nintendo. But so anyway, because so on the last year's New Year's Eve 2025, it is said, and it is retitled of this game show called Who Wants to Ring in the New Year, is the very bad rating show because of the basic Kinnear Warm Seed with Canonad has been taken away due to the writer strike and the game show strike. Because I have no rights to about Basic Kinnear, but unfortunately we can't make the animation for the Basic Kinnear because of losing their rights. But I don't know when we're gonna do Spammy video series with Elizabeth Franks. That's a parody. I can't say Elizabeth Banks. It is just Elizabeth Banks on Press Your Luck. Is a copyright by Fremantle. But that's just the biggest missed opportunity. Like the Elizabeth Franks will be will collect who loves Spammy for breakfast, spam for ham meat for breakfast. That's very funny. And we're gonna put on the toast in there, pork favor. That's really good. A nice way to do that. So, I never tried to make the animations before, like working on some of a low budget of the. We're gonna work on Spammy video series, and working on some of the return of Spammy. Will be on JGN channel with Elizabeth Franks, and Sans Rizal Shell will be like a hamburger logo thing, like a style of Burger King. thing, and we're hosted by John Good. Will be a brand new format with a low stakes, low stakes, with a lowest stakes in it, with $10,000 in it, and a meal or no meal fast food. It would have been like a parody of Deal or No Deal Island. It would have been a revival of the Deal or No Deal series with like a reality show style program. That's pretty strange. Greed. That's just too much parody stuff. And even and also hopefully from my own GameShowParodies.com original program called The Price Is Wrong. Is going to be a reversal game of The Price Is Right. If you got a wrong price, you win. That's how it works on this game. So The Price Is Wrong has not seen on TV. The Price Is Wrong is not a game, and is not aired on CBS. It has not been aired on CBS. This is because I can't say the B word on an PG-rated television network. This looks really strange. And Fuel will be the original content, Game Show Parody's original game show parody format. Will be a parody of Duel. There was going to be a drink. Is about that if you got it wrong, you can drink beer. If you got it right, you can drink or eat food, and you are going to get served. If you get the multiple choice questions, that's right. If you might have to put one check, and have to use a marker or pen to check it off to serve the answer. That would take place at the restaurant. And another Game Show Parodies original program like Wheel of Misfortune. This is going to be like you can on the game you can put $5,000 on the budget, and you can pay, and you have to buy a consonant and a vowels. And if you get, and then instead of bank wedge, we're going to have a strike wedge. And a strike, or like strike space. If you get 3 strikes, and then you are out of a game. And the player with the least amount of money, and the most amount of money you spend, will win. And they'll win and go to the bonus land for a shot at $10,000 or $10,000. That will be the next project. Oh my gosh. So maybe for the next, I don't know, we're going to make more Game Show Parodies original programs like Plushie Wrestling. This might have been a Plushie Wrestling program. It's not going to be WCW style. It's going to be plushies. It seemed really strange. And some of it, that's a parody of Extreme Dodgeball from Game Show Network. That's really strange. So it seemed really badly this year because, well, I just say because. So for my final thoughts, well, right before we'll go to the Storybook Auditorium at JGN Studios in Disneyland in California, I'm going to ask a question. Do you really think we're going to get ready for the Storybook Auditorium at Disneyland in California for 24 hours into a new year at the Royal Ball, we'll be doing a final month before the new year, and also the 10th anniversary celebration Royal Ball thing. Or you must deny this offer for this, but I don't want to deny the offer. If they denied it, I will be fired, and I'm going to be so angry for this. So I will stop talking about this. I will stop talking, and I would like to thank everybody at home for coming and supporting us in our program. And I'll see you in November here at the Storybook Auditorium at Disneyland in California for a special presentation for a JGN's countdown to New Year's Eve 2026 event. So, and also the 10th anniversary special Royal Ball celebration will be coming up. It will be an encore of New Year's Eve clip from 2026. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the Storybook Auditorium.